What's up guys, Sam Adams here and welcome to The Drop, which is a weekly series every single Monday here on my channel where I go through the top video game releases of the week and let you guys know what's going on so that if you want to pick up a new game you can do so with a lot of background information and knowledge and you don't look stupid when you go up to the counter and ask what new stuff's coming out. So this week we've got a pretty controversial game coming out along with a couple of other games that are on the PlayStation consoles, but if you are an Xbox gamer, fear not, there is a game that was previously exclusive to the PC and PlayStation consoles that's coming over to Xbox, and it's a pretty good one. I played it myself, so we'll discuss that a little bit. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. First off, we've got Hatred coming to the PC this week, and this is the big controversial title. In fact, I talked about it yesterday in that video, which you can click on right now. Head over and get some background information, then come back here. Okay, I assume you did that. Pretty much what's going on with Hatred is that there's this guy who is really messed up and he's got a lot of emotional issues and he feels like he wants to take out his anger on the other people of the world who are happy, and pretty much anything he doesn't like he tends to shoot with various machine guns and weapons. It's a very violent game and it's actually rated adult only, as that video over there, again, promoting that, talked about. So it's definitely not for the faint of heart or children, but it actually, I hear the gameplay's pretty good. It's kind of like if you combined, say, Postal and Manhunt with Hotline Miami. It's got that dual thumbstick control, so it's really fluid. Think Dead Nation if you want to get a pretty good comparison as far as gameplay goes. But I'm not going to say go out and pick this one up because I don't really think that we should support a developer making a game that is this violent and this, as I said in yesterday's video, volatile to the human soul. It's just not healthy for people to play this kind of thing, and I don't really think we should support this. But if you are curious about this game and you do want to check it out, you can pick it up on Steam for, I think it's somewhere, it's not a full price game. You can pick it up for less than $60. But I mean, the graphics are okay, and it's just the plot. I can't get behind that. Next up, Tetris Ultimate is coming to the PlayStation Vita, and this game has been out for quite a while on all the other consoles. I believe it's come out on everything, including a mobile variation. There are a lot of different Tetris variations on mobile, but there are 6 different game modes along with bright and vibrant colors of the classic arcade game. If you've never played Tetris, it's really fun. It's pretty much where shapes just fall, and you have to arrange them in certain lines, and when you get a solid line, that bar will explode or disappear or something. It depends on what version of the game you're playing. But as the title hints, this is pretty much the ultimate version of Tetris. With that being said, there were some technical problems whenever it came out on the PlayStation 4, I believe. I remember watching something on IGN or GameSpot or something, but hopefully that's been taken care of. The game is coming to the PlayStation Vita this week, which is a console that I think Tetris will work really well on. It's a really good classic game, and if you've never played it, it's a great opportunity to pick it up, or if you have played it, you can experience a very, very good classic arcade game on one of the newer handheld consoles. So that's coming out this week on the PlayStation Vita, and like I said, if you want to pick it up on something else, it's been out for a long time and it's definitely it's a decent game just to have on your console as a backup. Next up, we've got Wander coming to the PlayStation 4 and Steam, and before I get started on this one, I have to go ahead and say that this game is a new entry into a genre that I am not overly fond of. It's that one kind of game where you're not really trying to do anything in the game other than just experience the game and the setting itself. Whenever I play a game, I have to have some kind of objective. That's why I like Battlefield. The objective is to kill people. That's why I like games like The Witcher 3 and Destiny. You have to finish those raids, finish those quests. I have to have something propelling me forward and a reward at the end, and Wander just simply isn't that kind of game, but that's okay. A lot of people like that kind of thing. Pretty much, if you want a good description of it, I think it looks a lot like Enslaved Odyssey to the West combined with Journey from the PS3, PlayStation Vita kind of era back in there. Journey's actually coming to the PlayStation 4. There'll be a video on that sometime next week. But, it's that kind of thing, and pretty much you just wander around and explore, and you can collect different runes to be able to communicate with other players. It's actually an MMO style game, so you're online with a ton of other people just exploring the world of Wander, and I think that it's a pretty cool concept. It kind of reminds me of Proteus that came out on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita as a PlayStation Plus free game sometime at the beginning of this year or late last year. I can't really remember. But it looks pretty interesting. We'll just have to see how it goes. I'm not sure how many people are going to be behind this game, but it does look absolutely gorgeous. I have to come out and say that. The trees are very detailed, and it has a certain art style that I like. However, the trailer did look a bit glitchy. I'm just going to have to come out and say it. The gameplay looked like it might be kind of shaken back and forth, so hopefully this won't have a ton of launch issues, which, I mean, at this point, pretty much gamers are used to games having launch issues whenever they come out, but hopefully we won't have to deal with this, because a game that's as small and as kind of indie and unknown as Wander is definitely going to need all of the drive and positive feedback that it can get to really get the ball rolling. But I guess we'll just have to see whenever this game comes out this week on the PlayStation 4. And Steam, of course. Finally, last but not least, The Swapper is coming to Xbox One, and this is actually a game that I can definitely get behind, and I've played this game, and I like this game, and I have a lot to say about it. So, pretty much, it's like if you combined the movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock, that kind of weird space setting, with Dead Space and Little Big Planet. It's got that weird thing to it. It's a puzzle platformer, and you pretty much are just a guy in a spaceship trying to figure out what happened to the rest of the crew. It's a really interesting concept, and I have to say that the looks of this game blew me away. Even whenever I was playing it on the PlayStation Vita, it was really, truly impressive stuff. I really like this game, and I think that if you have an Xbox One, you should pick this up. The controls are nice and smooth. With that being said, the puzzles get really challenging. I'm not going to lie, I googled a couple of them to figure out how they do, or how to do them, but it is a really fun and good looking game. And also kind of traversing, it's one big map, so you have these checkpoints that you can kind of teleport to, and that works pretty well. It's just you get kind of confused whenever you're going through the map without directly teleporting if you're going from left to right. It's just kind of difficult to grasp, and those are the only two complaints I have about the game. It's beautiful, I got it for free on PlayStation Plus, but if you're on Xbox One, I say that this is definitely worth picking up, because even if you just play it over the course of one weekend, you're going to get a lot of enjoyment out of this title, especially if you're one of those with higher brain power that can just zoom through puzzles. But if not, it's definitely a game that'll challenge your senses. So again, it's coming out on the Xbox One this week, and it's already out on the PlayStation consoles as well as PC. So there you guys have it. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop me a like down below and comment what games you are going to be picking up this week. Do you think that Wander is going to work out really well on PlayStation 4 or Steam, or are you looking forward to Hatred for some reason? Maybe you've been waiting on Tetris Ultimate for a long time, or maybe The Swapper is that one Xbox One game that you have been waiting on. You don't want to buy a PlayStation console and it's finally coming your way. Let me know down in the comments below, and of course, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to head over and check out some of my other videos. I upload new stuff like 4 or 5 days a week, so there's always something new for you to check out when you drop by and watch some videos here on the channel. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.